Students, this is lab 3. Okay, so this lab 3 we are going to see how we will allow the third party, okay, server to authenticate our router. Okay, third party server to authenticate our router. So third party server here means we have a what do you call, this is a AAA server. AAA server, this has the username, okay, and password. Okay, when the PC access the telnet, access the router, okay, the PC access the router via telnet, okay, the PC has to use the username password from AAA server. Okay, so this is the concept we are going to implement now. So in that we have to tell the router, okay, you have to tell the router whenever someone access the router the user has to get the username and password verified by the server, and also we will configure the router that which host will do the authentication. Okay, let us see now one by one. Okay, first we will just put the configuration. Let us do it as per the the exhibit or the diagram topology. So I will take one router. Okay, I will take one router and then one switch. Okay, and then one PC, right, and then one server. Okay, students. Okay, so connect them using a different cable. So straight through cable from PC to the switch. Okay, and from switch to PC, switch to switch to the router. Okay, and the crossover cable from router to the server. Okay, so in the server name I will just change AAA server. Okay, so that it will be clear. The router I will just make it R1. Okay, and the PC is the telnet access PC. Okay, telnet access. You know what is telnet? Telnet is remote access support. Okay, telnet is a protocol, runs on port number 23, and it gives remote access support to any remotely connected devices. Okay, let us configure the AAA server first. Okay, as we know that we have to give the router 1. Okay, so okay, I just do into the server. Okay, in the service I go to the AAA and switch on, and then I write, okay, the router 1. My router name is router 1, and the IP address is, okay, similar to what do you call that IP address it's mentioned here. Okay, 10.0.0.0.1. Okay, and the secret is the key that is the router used to identify the server. So secret, I will write the same here but in a small letter. Okay, so that's it. I will just add it here. Okay, just add it here, and then username, user, and password is pass or test. Okay, test, right, just adding here. Okay, I have added here. So this is the task in the AAA server, and I will assign the IP address now. Okay, my IP address is 10.0.0.1 as the server here, and the subnet mask is default subnet mask, and the gateway 10.0.0.2, which is a router address. So I have finished my job task in the server. Now move on to the router. Okay, so in the router I will just enter enable. Okay, I change the router name. Okay, so according to the task, okay, AAA server is over, configuration. Okay, this is over, and then now the router configuration. So I change the host name. Okay, host name equal to R1. Okay, R1. Now I change. Next I have, okay, I have to create enable password. Okay, this is very important for the login to remote device. Okay, when we use remote device, we have to use this. Okay, so next I configure the AAA server, enabling the AAA server. This is how you enable the AAA server. Paste. Okay, and then configure the authentication locally, get the IP address from the server. Okay, so paste. Okay, so this is the case, and okay, and the radius server, this is where I'm going to tell that this is my AAA server. Authenticate or get user name password from this server. Okay, radius server, the host is the server address, and the key is secret, and the port is 61645. This is there in the server. If you go to the server, you will see the port number. Okay, see service AAA, and the port number is 16445. Okay, so this is over from now. Okay, and we configure the telnet. Okay, this is the telnet configuration. Okay, I go to the router. Okay, I just paste here. Okay, line VTY, login, local. That's it. Okay, so we have line VTY and login authentication local. So that's it from the router side. Okay, and I assign the IP address in the router, so I have to be very careful while assigning the IP address. So my gigabit Ethernet 0. Okay, so exit interface. Okay, I'm just using the command line to configure the IP address G0/1. No shutdown, enabling the interface, and the IP address is 10.0. IP address. Okay, 10.0.0.2, and the subnet mask is 0.0.0. Okay, that's it from the one IP address. Okay, so this is enabled. The interface become green now. So now moving on to the other interface. So interface gigabit 0/0. Okay, I move on the IP address here. It is 20.0.0. Okay, so this is the idea, and no shutdown. That's it. Okay, that's it from the router side, and all we have configured. Now go to the telnet access. Okay, PC. So before telnet, we have to configure the IP address. So go to the IP address. So 20.0.0.1, and the gateway is 10.0.2. That's it. And go to the command prompt and try to ping the server 10.0.0.1. Okay, it should ping. Okay, it's pinging now. Right. Okay, now what I will do, I will telnet now. Telnet the router. Okay, 10.0.0.2. Okay, the username is user. Okay, the password is test. Okay, sorry, username is user. and the password is test. Try to change the IP address. User test. Okay, let me check whether the username is correct. User and test. Oh, this is the okay, this is correct. The router 1 address I have given wrongly. Okay, here it is 2. Okay, so save it. Okay, this is the router. R1 is client router address 10.2. Okay, so now you do that again. User, sorry, yeah, let me go inside telnet. User password is test. Okay, now it has got connected to the router. You can enable, and the enable also the password is Cisco. Okay, now you can see the configuration inside the PC. This is the telnet access. Okay, show running configuration, and you can see whatever we have configured. The Cisco is a plain text password, enable password, and authentication, everything is there, and the configuration all done. Okay, this is the lab 3. Okay, this is the lab 3 done, and we have done this part, and this is the packet tracer here. Okay, the full configuration here, and the IP address, I will just add the IP address here. Okay, 10.0.0.1, and the subnet mask is 255.0.0.0. Control A. Here also the gateway 10.0.0.2, 255.0.0.0. Control A, Control C. I try to fix here. Yeah, 20.2. Okay, and here it is 20.1. Okay, be careful while assigning the IP address. Okay, so, and the gateway is 20.0.0.2, and here also the gateway. Okay, the gateway is very important, 10.0.0.2. Okay, so this is the gateway. So that's it, students. You have to be very careful while configuring this. Okay, the IP address and other things. So everything else is working fine. Okay, so I will be uploading this in the drive and the YouTube. Okay, the video. Okay, just to save it with the name. You are lab videos I have given there. Okay, some lab its name. Okay, I have put the 5 files I have did it, and also I have discussed in the class. Okay, so many times, so please make sure that you understand. Okay, thank you.